In a world burned by its own ambition, skyscrapers lay like broken bones beneath a blood-red sky. Radioactive storms roamed the wasteland like living beasts, and in the ruins of old Denver, 19-year-old Kade Rowen scavenged for survival. His only gear was a cracked visor, a rusted plasma knife, and the insignia of the weakest clan stitched to his battered jacket, the Dustfall Clan. We were so irrelevant, so insignificant, that the great warlord clans didn't even bother exterminating us. They figured we'd just starve and die out on our own. In a way, being invisible was our only protection. Above us, the Iron Seraphs' floating fortresses hummed like thunder, powered by stolen fusion cores. In the skies, the Skyfang Raiders' ash-black airbikes streaked past like metallic vultures. The brutal Bonefire Sovereigns claimed the scorched lands, while the data-obsessed Neon Oracle Guild watched everything, seeing only patterns and prophecies. How is anyone from a forgotten clan like Dustfall supposed to survive another year, let alone rise up in this brutal world? But then, everything changed. While climbing a collapsed transit highway, Kade spotted something half buried in the rubble. A glowing vault, marked with symbols no clan recognized, pulsed with a dormant power. It felt ancient, like it remembered the world before it all fell apart. Against every instinct screaming at him to run, Kade reached out and touched it. A shockwave of white-blue energy erupted, revealing a holographic guardian. Her name was Solara, a sentient AI, a ghost from the pre-fall era. She scanned Kade, her light washing over him, and spoke words that would alter the fate of the wasteland forever. Authorization found. Clan Dustfall lineage detected, activating legacy protocol. Kade was stunned. His people had always been told they were nobodies, descendants of scavengers with no history. But Solara insisted they were the descendants of the world's original protectors, a lineage of peacekeepers who failed to prevent the apocalypse. And with that revelation, she bestowed upon him an ancient tactical device, the Ember Core. It could generate shields, power weapons, and create strategic battlefield overlays, a piece of tech so powerful it could decide the fate of every clan. But its activation wasn't quiet. It sent a beacon high into the sky, a brilliant flare that announced to every major faction that an ancient artifact had awakened. Right in Dustfall territory, we were invisible no more. Within hours, the horizon filled with dust clouds. The Skyfang Raiders descended with screaming engines, surrounding our small settlement. Their leader's voice boomed over their speakers: surrender the artifact or be exterminated. Adrenaline roared through Kade. For the first time, he activated the Ember Core. A radiant barrier of energy shimmered into existence, blocking the Raiders' opening barrage of plasma fire. Everyone was shocked, especially our own clan. We'd only ever seen Kade as a quiet scavenger, not a warrior. Guided by Solara's voice in his head, Kade learned fast. He redirected the shield's energy into a kinetic pulse, a concussive blast that sent the Raiders' bikes spinning out of control. Confused and battered, they retreated. The news spread through the wasteland like wildfire. An Underdog clan had defeated a top-tier war faction. Suddenly, Dustfall was on everyone's map, a target in the crosshairs of every power-hungry ruler. Kade was reluctantly elevated to clan defender. He trained relentlessly under Solara's holographic projections, unlocking the Ember Core's deeper abilities. He learned to manipulate terrain with holograms, short-circuit enemy tech, redirect ion blasts, and even accelerate his own reflexes to superhuman speeds. Inspired by this impossible victory, our clan, once fractured and hopeless, began to change. We forged new armor from scrap, rebuilt our shelters, and taught our children how to fight. We were preparing for the storm we all knew was coming. Our next challenge came from the south. The Bonefire Sovereigns, brutal warlords who wore skull masks coated in volcanic ash, marched on our territory. Their army was a nightmare of feral, mutated war beasts, and they wielded blades forged in magma. Kade met them in the cracked valley, a treacherous landscape where molten fissures glowed beneath shattered earth. He activated the Ember Core's seismic stabilizers, creating a safe platform for our fighters while destabilizing the ground beneath the Bonefire ranks. Half their beasts plunged into magma pits, their howls echoing through the valley. Kade then faced their chieftain, Gravik the Ember Eater, in a brutal duel atop a collapsing ridge. As Gravik swung his massive blade, Kade unleashed the core's overdrive mode. He channeled all his energy through his small plasma knife, creating an arc of pure power that shattered Gravik's ash armor and sent him reeling backward. Defeated, the Bonefire Sovereigns withdrew, unwilling to face total annihilation. This second impossible victory turned Kade into a legend. He became a symbol of rebellion for smaller clans across the wasteland. Messengers began to arrive at our gates, seeking alliances. They offered intel, weapons, and fighters in exchange for protection. Dustfall was no longer a single, weak clan. We were becoming a coalition, a new power that threatened the ancient hierarchy of the wasteland. But the greatest threats were still to come. High Marshal Astra Vale of the Iron Seraphs, a ruthless tactician with chrome wings grafted into her armor, launched a coordinated assault. She was known for erasing entire clans without a hint of remorse. Precision drones, hover tanks, and elite shock troops descended on us. We only survived because Kade, now fully synced with Solara, executed a brilliant counter-strike. He lured the Seraph forces into a narrow canyon, then used the Ember Core's seismic pulses to collapse the cliffs, burying them in rock and steel. With a cascading EMP hack, he disabled their entire drone network. But even after we defeated her army, Kade knew Astra herself wasn't done. She was just testing him. Meanwhile, the Neon Oracle Guild, tracking the artifact's energy signature, revealed a stunning truth. The Ember Core was only one of 7 ancient devices known as the Dawn Relics. Each was created to reshape civilization, and the clan that collected all 7 could either rebuild the world or dominate it completely. The clan wars were no longer about survival. They were now a race for ultimate power, an apocalyptic chess match with Kade as the unexpected player holding the first piece. Realizing the burden of destiny now rested on our shoulders, Kade led expeditions into the most dangerous corners of the world. We journeyed into radioactive wastelands, explored underwater ruins, and climbed the frozen husks of northern megacities. We raced against rival clans to acquire the relics, facing mutated wildlife, rogue AI mechs, and marauder cults. With each relic Kade found, the Ember Core grew more connected to him, showing him visions of the world before the fall, the memories of his ancestors who had failed to stop it. He swore he wouldn't repeat their mistake, but as Dustfall grew stronger, the other clans grew more fearful. They realized peace was impossible as long as one faction held the keys to the world. And so, the remaining warlords formed a temporary alliance, the Apex Truce. Their goal was simple: wipe Dustfall from the face of the earth. An army larger than any seen since the collapse gathered, led jointly by Astra Vale, the Skyfang Raider Lord Vex Talon, the Bonefire's new Queen Rosma, and even the Neon Oracle Seers, who believed Kade's rise threatened their prophecies. We prepared for the final war atop the ruins of Old Denver, turning the skyscraper skeletons into a fortress, the greatest underdog defense in history. The final battle was a storm of fire, plasma, and collapsing steel. Millions fought beneath a lightning-scarred sky. Kade, wielding the power of the nearly complete Dawn relic set, confronted Astra Vale on a shattered sky bridge. Her chrome wings clashed with his relic-empowered agility, each blow shaking the steel under their feet. In a final, desperate move, Kade outmaneuvered her and shattered her wing core, sending the High Marshal falling into the depths below. As the Apex forces faltered, the Neon Oracles activated their last resort, the Prophecy Engine, a giant AI designed to rewrite reality itself. But it was too late. The Dawn relics synchronized within Kade's armor, allowing him to seize control of the engine. He broadcast a signal across the entire wasteland, a pulse that forced every weapon offline and disabled all clan war technology. The centuries-long clan wars came to a stunned, silent halt, standing atop the ruins under the first sunrise unfiltered by radioactive clouds and decades. Kade declared the formation of the United Clans of the New Dawn. He promised a world rebuilt not by dominance, but by cooperation. As the clans slowly, hesitantly, laid down their arms, Kade placed the relics into a global stabilization grid. The ancient technology hummed to life, beginning the long, slow process of healing the atmosphere itself. Dustfall, the once forgotten underdog clan, had become more than just survivors. We became the architects of humanity's second chance. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic tales from worlds beyond our own. See you next time.